Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm caitbearrr and today we're going to be playing What Remains of Edith Finch. So I haven't ever played this game, I've never watched anyone play it. I've seen tiny snippets of the gameplay on TikTok, but I do not know the story and what it's about. I have heard that it is sad, so be aware of that if you are watching. But yeah, let's just crack on into it and see what it's like. Let me move, yes. I like the art style of this. Even just how it looks on like the decking of the boat. Got our rucksack. Oh, and some flowers and a journal. Edith Finch. Oh, I'm trying to think of the button, sorry.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Funky looking house. Oh, even just the sounds.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Let's just look down. It goes to the mailbox.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay, so I guess no one's here.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
No trespassing.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Even the sound of the animal running away. Just so, like, aesthetically pleasing.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Just gonna move my mic. There. Oh.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
What is that in the water?
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Back to the house. Missing. Newton Finch. Okay, is that another one, is it? Yeah, let's go up this way.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Should we go have a look by the garage? No? Sorry, I just thought I should check just in case. But there is a path going... No, let's not go there. Let's try the front door first, obviously.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay, so let's go try the back door. Oh, I thought we were going to use the key.
Prowling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Let's turn on the...
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh. Okay.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Yeah, I bet it feels weird coming
But
back.
instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Edie, Lewis, and Dawn. In love and memory of Lewis Finch. 1988 to 2010, beloved brother of Edith, son of Dawn, great grandson to Edie, memorial service.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
What's that sound?
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh yes, good for the cat. An apple pie recipe here. Let's go through.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Were they?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Were they planning to actually move out then?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
I wonder why it's so locked though. And sealed. Let's go take a look in the back room.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. Bugs. Oh. Let's try this room.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
More bugs.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh. Just making sure there isn't anything I need to, like, read here. Dawn Finch living room.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Why did they leave in a hurry?
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Edie? Even the wheelchair's left behind. And I think that's like a, for breathing, an oxygen thing.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Ah. Creepy sounded. Oh, we're back here. I'm thinking, have they got two kitchens then? Let's try it upstairs. Those are books.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Why? We'll leave that side for last, maybe. Let's go down here and have a look. That's Edie. Yeah, Edie. And
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
What's this one? Sam, I think. Oh, Calvin, sorry.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years
sorry.
sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Ah.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
I'm guessing she was the actor of the family. So many books. Oh, I don't even want to go up there yet, just in case.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Let's have a look in Barbara's.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
It's kind of creepy with the peacocks. Let's go back to this room. Over here. Let's look in this one. Whose is this one? Molly's?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I mean, a lot of these rooms have character. I like this room. Especially like the blue vibe.
There were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Let's try this. "20,000 leagues under the sea."
My mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Should I... Let's go in. Should I have gone and checked the attic? Or...
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
This is a pretty room. I like this room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Kind of reminds me of like Rapunzel, Barbie Rapunzel. Lovely view from the window. Starfish.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Is there anything else I can do? So I'm just like walking into things. Oh, yeah. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh. Is there anything else? Jeez. I don't know which door I should try. Let's try this one. We'll try this first, yeah.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
A bit strange to look your kid in the room, but... What's this?
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, I thought that was something scary. Oh, what's these?
I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh my god.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Did it go? Oh, it's over there. Should I be walking on this?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her.
Naughty cat. Oh, God.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Oh, she wants to eat her.
Tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
My God.
I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
My God, what am I? Oh, there's the rabbit. How am I supposed to grab?
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger? How big?
A mama rabbit.
I thought that was a mama rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh my God.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh,
Fat, juicy seals.
my God, I'm going the wrong way, I tell you that. I'm no good with this underwater kind of stuff. Especially when it's I feel like the controls are opposite. There you go, we're good.
I tore off her flipper and it tasted really good.
Oh god, where's the rest of her?
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What am I? Oh, where am I supposed to go?
Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
Can I go underneath?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
My god.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
This is quite the something.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
What are we now? Oh, we're still...
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I need to turn down this light quick, sorry. I should have done this earlier, it's just... It's so blinding to the point I can't actually see the screen too well. There. So I'm just going to turn it off. Because... so much easier to see. Sorry. My god, we're in a toilet. Oh, why am I going weird like this?
I got closer and closer.
Oh. We're back in the room. Let's see what's under here.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I'm guessing those berries she ate must have been poisonous. Can I jump?
This
Oh,
will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
lift it up.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Must have been a bird and a snake lover, Bob. Harpy. Oh no, Barbie. Sorry, I don't know your name. Derpy. Derpy Jr. Derpy. Rob. Purply. Herpy. Zerpy.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Wait, was that something I...
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So, Edie's the grandma.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Look around.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Built 1937 by Sven Finch. This is his little area, I'm guessing. Dragon kills Finch, tragedy strikes, Finch family fund. Celebrations turn to mourning.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I might... Yeah, let's go in here. See? This is a...
The only trace Grandpa
Funky.
Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Quite a pink bathroom, sorry. There's a secret in the bathroom by Sven and Edie.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Oh. Go up.
It's hidden in this book.
Ah. We like the hiding places. What
Sven
is...
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton. Fort Sam.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Oh God.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd
Holy
still be
smokes.
here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That was a sad one. I mean, that one was sad as well, but I mean...
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
There's so many hidden things. Spooky.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Is that where we... Oh no, we didn't go in this way, did we?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Bigfoot.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Happy birthday, Barbara. Bob's tree. Let's have a look. Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, God.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Oh,
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
very dark.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
God, there's blood on the floor. And a blood on the hand.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh, that's from her father. Oh, I was gonna say it's so dark.
The old bridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
How do we get out to... Oh, let's go. What's going on? I like this kind of style. Like comic style, is it?
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh God.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
God, this is scary. I would...
About abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Ah, yes. Fair enough. Oh, there.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Is he there still?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
My God.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
He's creepy. Where is
Edith told
she?
me all Barbara
Mother.
wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Let's just have a look at these. Giant something house fire. Center of worst blizzard in her history. I'm not sure what happened to her.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Let's go and try up here.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
So let's go and go to the music box, I think. This is an interesting play, honestly. I love all these like hidden things. But I think actually I am gonna leave it here. We can carry on in the next video. Let's turn back on my light because it's crazy dark. Yeah, we can carry on in the next video. It's very interesting and it's quite like heartfelt and quite like not dramatic, but you know what I mean? Like going around on that swing, it felt very tense. That's the word. But I am kind of enjoying the whole story and finding out what happened to everyone, and I'd like to find out what's upstairs as well. So yeah, I'll finish it in the next video. But thank you for watching, and please comment below if you enjoyed this. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye everyone.